Hi there, it's your social friend Kimberly, veteran news journalist, producer, brand strategist, and host of Candid with Kimberly on IG. Colleges are facing challenges unlike anything we've seen before. How to contain the coronavirus among a young, impulsive population that not only studies together, but parties together, lives together, and you know the list can go on and on. Don't act like you don't know. So, what's a parent to do? Well, I don't have all the answers, but today I'm working for you and I'm showing you a few items that should be in a quarantine go bag, just in case your young adult has to isolate. So let's get into it. Now, as a mother of a parent who is an asthmatic, did I say that right? As a mother of a parent who is, I did not say that right. But as the parent of an asthmatic, you want to make sure that you have an index card in your go bag should your young adult, who should be packing their own quarantine go bag if they're in college, but there should be a list of all the important family members' numbers, any allergies they have, whether they have asthma or not. That's important information. That should be the first thing that goes in a quarantine go bag, but it shouldn't be stuffed down at the bottom. It should be at the top. And of course, we're living in the days of the Rona, right? Got to make sure you have extra masks. Have extra masks in your bag, at least two, because remember, at this point your loved one is isolated, so they're not really going anywhere, but they should still have masks in their quarantine go bag. All important hand sanitizer. Now, as a nurse, those of you who didn't know, I'm also a nurse, but I keep hand sanitizer. It's been hard to find lately, as well as toilet tissue. Don't know what people were doing before COVID, but make sure you have some hand sanitizer in your bag as well. Now listen, any products that I show today, I haven't been paid for it. These are just items that happen to be around my house. Now, tissue. You don't have to put a whole big box of Kleenex in there, but make sure that your college student also has some tissue in there. I like vitamin C drops. You can put some cough drops in there, but make sure you have some vitamin C drops, euthanasia, all of that good stuff. Now, I had to use some of this last night. Vicks Vapor Rub. This isn't Vicks. This is another one. But I had to use some of this last night because I have really bad allergies, and sometimes just that one nostril gets clogged up and I can't stand it. So remember, at this point, your loved one has not been diagnosed with COVID, but they've been asked to isolate for whatever reason. So you want to make sure, again, that you have a go bag. And again, back to my nursing days, we keep this around the house. We have two of these, a digital thermometer. You don't have to have a digital thermometer, but this is a digital thermometer that can also take your forehead and also ear temperature and also other places as well. Make sure you have some acetaminophen to help with the pain, headaches, muscle cramps, anything like that. But again, if you need to be in the hospital, we don't want you taking acetaminophen or Robitussin or this cough DM. We want you to be in the hospital. And like I mentioned earlier, my son is an asthma survivor. Every day he's surviving, but we have to make sure that we have a rescue inhaler. So I have one. There's one in the car. There's one on his person at all times. So make sure if you have medicine that you have to take every day in case of an emergency, or just put some extra medication in your bag that you do take every day. Make sure you have that with you, because this go bag is just in case your loved one cannot go back to their college dorm and they need to tell someone, hey, go to my dorm and get that blue bag, get that crimson and cream bag, get that, old gold bag, whatever bag it is. They have to go and get it so that you don't expose anybody else to potential to coronavirus, right? Next, these cards, listen, they are worn and torn back from my spade days. I don't have anybody to play spades with right now, but for my spade days. So if you're isolated, you will likely be playing solitaire. So make sure you have some cards in your bag. I also still like to color, so crayons, coloring books, that's good as well. And if you're searching for a new book, make sure you go to Amazon and pick up my new book, Strength for the Day, Meditative Moments for Boys of Color. And this has been helpful even to me during this journey with the coronavirus and reporting on it every single day. And also you can pick up Becoming #1 New York Times bestseller by our forever First Lady. So make sure you put some books in your bag, some things that will help keep you busy. And for the ladies, make sure you have, all our hair accessories. Keep our hair together. You may be isolated, but you still got to keep your hair together some way, somehow, either with a bonnet, with a scrunchie, with these rubber bands. Make sure you do that. Also, I don't know why I saved some of these things for last, but these are very important. Make sure you have an extra charger for your cell phone. And don't forget the block. I don't know what happened to my block. Maybe my son has it or stuck in one of these sockets somewhere around here or upstairs. Ladies, also make sure you have your extra stuff to keep yourself fresh. You know what I mean? And then again, I don't know why I saved this for last, because this is very important, especially in my household. Don't try to give mommy a kiss in the morning if you don't have fresh breath. So make sure you have a toothbrush and a toothbrush and toothpaste and mouthwash. But again, we want this to be a quarantine bag, not a quarantine suitcase. And also some other things. Make sure you have some change of clothes, comfortable clothes, socks, underwear, loungewear, or you know, some jeans, just in case it's time for you to move to either another location, and you don't want to go out and you have on your PJs. But I know on college campuses that's a thing, or even in Walmart that's a thing, PJs. And also a blanket pillow. My mom gave me this one. I love it. So again, just comfort items, but also necessary items to make your stay in isolation as comfortable as possible. I know that sounded like a commercial for a hotel, but again, this is just in case your loved one, your young adult who is now a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior at college, because a lot of colleges have decided to reopen their doors. I have a few friends that dropped off their young adults this week actually, so make sure that they have a bag that they can grab or someone else can grab, just in case they need to isolate because someone in their dorm, someone on their floor, an instructor or someone, and they need to isolate for a few days. So again, this is helpful information, not to scare anyone, because there's so much scary news going around, but I hope that this was helpful for you. And if you have any suggestions about what needs to go in a quarantine bag, and I didn't mention it, again, quarantine bag, not quarantine suitcase, but make sure you drop it in the comment section below, and be sure to share and like this video. I'm Kimberlei Davis, veteran news journalist, brand strategist, producer, and host of Candid with Kimberlei on IG. I'd love to connect with you to help amplify your story. Until next time, be sure to choose kindness. It's always the best choice. Bye-bye.